Hello everyone, welcome to this 2-week self-paced online FDP on delivering online course using Canvas Elements. So this program is going to teach you or enable you using Canvas how to develop your own course, your own online course rather. And I guarantee you on completion of this course, if you complete this course, you will be able to develop your own online course. Now how creative you can be, that is up to you, but definitely if you complete this course you will be able to develop your online course. How that can be done, it will be demonstrated to you. What you should expect will be shown to you, but before this let me be very very clear to you. This is going to be a video lecture, recorded video lecture, and not a live lecture. That basically means you can go through the video lectures at your own pace, at your own liking. When you feel like studying, you can go through these videos. But you have to go through these videos and you have to complete the assignment and quizzes in order to complete the course. The course certificate will be issued only when successful completion of the course. That means when you are able to submit all the quizzes, all the assignments, then only you will be issued the certificate. And what to expect from this course, or what you will be able to do after attending this course, I am going to show you that. Okay, in order to understand what you can do and achieve after attending this course, we have to log into the Canvas account. So remember, Canvas is a cloud-based LMS. So here we have to go to the Canvas website, that is canvas.instructure.com, and we'll enter my credentials, and we'll enter my credentials with which I have registered in Canvas, and I'll log in. So once I log in, all my courses which are my favorite courses will be visible. These are my current favorite courses and these are visible in the dashboard. These are the unpublished course and these are the published course and these are the unpublished course. So currently I am working on this particular course. It is under construction, and by the time you are viewing this should be published. So first I'll show you this particular course, how I am creating it. So if I click on it, the first page that you get is the front page. So in front page you discuss about the course, you write about the course, what are the resources, some links about. If I click on the general get started, so it will tell you about this particular course. If I go back to the home page, this is my home page. If I click on modules, it will take the modules page. These are the modules here, and about myself and the technical coordinator of this course, Dr. Bappa Acharji, and the contact information. So this is the home page. So after end of this course, you will be able to create this kind of home page, and also you will be able to create this kind of modules. So in this particular course, I have created 5 modules. One extra module I have created, it's an optional module. The 5 mandatory modules I have created. This I have created intentionally because the academic courses that we teach to the students normally has the syllabus is divided into 5 units or 5 modules. So accordingly, I have created divided the content into 5 modules. So in the first module, it is module 1, introduction and overview of Canvas. Second module is creating modules and pages on Canvas. Third module is creating assignments and quizzes on Canvas. Fourth module is using commons in Canvas. Fifth module is grouping students and managing the grades. And some extra topics are also discussed in module 5. So you have to do it in sequential manner. You have to complete module 1 and then only you can move to module 2. So here it is written, complete all items. So all items has to be completed. That means assignment 1.1, assignment 1.2, quiz 1.1 and discussion 1.1 has to be completed. Now I have designed these assignments, quizzes and discussions in such a way that you can only complete these if you have gone through the course contents. Now what is this course contents? So these are pages basically where I have given my content. So this particular area, this particular video will be entered here. So this is the introductory video and about the introduction to Canvas. This is a YouTube video which has been embedded. So I'll go back to modules. and similarly canvas layout is the next page. So you don't have to move like that. So this is the video of the canvas layout, how canvas layout looks like, and the content, e-content here. So you just have to click, the user has to click the next button and move on to the next page. So next topic is user settings and profile picture. So this is how you do it, and at the end of the course you will be able to create this kind of pages, and you can insert videos, you can embed YouTube videos also. So this is the particular course that you are going through. I'll show you a course, actual course, which I have actual students. This I have created for 6th semester production engineering students. Sorry, this is the course for Monsoon 2020. I have created this course is PE301 Manufacturing Process 2. This course I have created for production engineering students. Here you can see this is the picture, this is a welcome message here, and this is an introductory video. So in this introductory video I have discussed about the courses.
I am Madhuri. Welcome to page 301 Manufacturing Processes 2. Professor Joy G. Ghosh will be conducting this course. Materials from nature or industry cannot be used in their raw forms for any.
So this is an introductory video. I have used a 3D avatar for explaining the course content and what the students should expect in this course. So this I have written down also. The course resources I have explained, and links to syllabus, some additional material, instruction, and the modules also I have given, some referred books. Links I have given here. The student can directly click and go to the website where they can purchase this particular book. I am not catering to any particular website, Amazon or whatever may be, but links I have provided, the students can purchase from there. Some disclaimers I have given about myself and the contact information. So this is my home page. So you can create this kind of home page. So if I go to modules page, modules here, so from here I can go to modules, or from this side also. There is a link here, modules, you can go to modules pages. So here the 5 modules. First module is theory of metal cutting. Second module is tool, material and machine tool. Third module is SEPA machine and drilling machine. Fourth module milling and grinding machine. Fifth module advanced manufacturing processes. So these are the 5 modules in my particular course here, and these are the contents. The student has to go through these contents and has to appear for these quizzes. You can see the discussions. I have abundantly used discussions, thought-provoking statement I have given, and the students also has responded. If you go through this, you can see the amount of response the student has given. Here you can see the responses of the student. So students actually participate when you give sufficient material for them to discuss. So you can see the amount of discussions there, and this is actually a graded discussion. So discussions can be graded and non-graded also. So it's a good tool, discussions. So these are various topics. If I click on this introduction to machine tools and metal cutting, you can see this is the content and this is the video. Some video I have embedded here. And you can see the lectures. This is my lecture here that I have embedded. This is what I've done. I have uploaded in YouTube, and from here I have given the link. You can directly upload also here, no issue.
The perpendicular to the velocity vector we see. So perpendicular to this is x-axis. So perpendicular to this.
So this is my lecture here.
So here is simply the angular definition of the clearance of right face of the tool.
And link, if I go to the next page, directly what I have discussed here, the theory aspect of it is given here. Student can go through this and accordingly student can learn. So this is the modules here, the different modules I have discussed. So at the end of this course, you yourself will also be able to create this kind of courses where you can have the quizzes, the assignments, the discussions, the e-contents, the lecture embedded, YouTube video embedded. All this can be done by you. So now you know what you will be able to do after you complete the course. Now let me talk a little bit about the importance of this course. Fine, you will be able to develop this course. So why do you require to develop such digital pedagogies? That is very important. Now, because the digital pedagogy has become an important aspect of modern education, and because it has certain obvious benefits. Even government agencies like UGC, ICT are encouraging universities to develop their own digital pedagogies, and they are even giving funded to develop such courses. You can see the NPTEL courses, the SWAYAM courses. All these are heavily funded, and you can see the benefit of such courses. So as an educator, also you would like to develop such courses. Now why these such courses or such importance are attached to such courses? Now this digital pedagogies helps the students in self-paced learning. That means many times when you deliver your lecture, the students find it very difficult to concentrate. And in our recent experience in delivering online courses, we know how effective these lectures are. Students hardly listen, or rather very few students actually listen to us. So therefore, in this age, it becomes very important to develop your digital pedagogies. And this also helps in active learning. The students are much more involved in such type of learning process. So how it does? It does by you can use flipped teaching process. Now what is this flipped teaching process? Flipped teaching process is that you supply the students with your content in advance, and student goes through those contents and come to the class prepared. Now you might be thinking, if we do this in India, hardly few students will be able to do it. Fine, that's okay. But this is a concept has to be enabled, because we have to use the time or interaction time between the teacher and the student effectively. So what you do is that you give your content in advance, and the students goes through the content and has to come to the class prepared. That has to be the style of evaluating. So they has to come to the class prepared, and in the class the teacher will interact with the students and will discuss things like design problem, will discuss things like numericals, will discuss the actual applications of the theories which has been discussed in the video lectures, recorded video lectures which was given earlier, or the e-content which was given to the students, or the handouts that were given to the students. So this type of teaching is called flipped teaching. And so flipped teaching is how it helps because this type of activities in the class will decrease the interaction time, and the time that the teacher spends will become much more effective. The students will get much more involved in this. Rather than just discussing the theory, many of the students get bored by such lectures given by us. Now, where comes LMS, Canvas Elements? There are various types of learning management software tool, out of which I found Moodle and Canvas the best ones. And Canvas, in my opinion, is much more user friendly compared to that of Moodle. It is absolutely free. You can use it at your liking. There is no cost associated with it. It is an open source, so you can modify it according to your requirement also. So what is this Canvas LMS, and what is this LMS actually? The LMS are learning management software which help you, which supplies you with certain tools, basically software tools, to deliver your online content effectively to the students. And Canvas is a cloud-based program. Now, what is this cloud-based program? What is the advantage of having cloud-based program? The advantage of having cloud-based program is that you don't have to download any kind of software in your PC. The student don't have to download any kind of software in the PC. They can access the program from any platform, be it any device, be it laptop, be it desktop, be it Apple Mac, Apple notebook or tab or your mobile phone. So mobile phone everybody carries, and students find it very easy to access and to learn by the mobile phones. So that is a great advantage of Canvas. So you can use Canvas for giving your course material. You can use Canvas to supply the recorded video lectures. You can ask the students to submit the assignment in Canvas. You can grade the students online. You can even do the plagiarism check that the students supply the assignments that are submitted by the students can be checked for plagiarism. So online quizzes can be done. Discussions is an important aspect. You can encourage discussions in Canvas. You can embed video lectures. You can take live lectures using Zoom, Google Meet, with Cisco WebEx, MS Teams. All these are currently available in Canvas, and you can use that. You can incorporate the rubrics for assessment, and of course, very important tool, you can determine the achievement of the course outcome. You can determine the achievement of the course outcome, and this is very much required in outcome-based education. That can be done in Canvas Elements. So how you can use Canvas? You can use up to your requirement. You can use it as is suitable for you. Earlier when I started, I used to use Canvas mainly for taking quizzes, submission of assignments and online grading. Later on I added some content, e-content. Later on I added video content. So some aspects I have given in video lectures, some I have taken live lectures. So like that you can augment your live lectures with recorded lectures, and you can use the Canvas. You can take feedback from the students. You can carry out any kind of surveys that is required. So these are tools which are available in Canvas. You can embed YouTube videos. So this is like a MOOC course. It will be consisting of video lectures. We have to go through these video lectures, and there will be assignment. You will be challenged with certain kind of assignments which are very simple. Mind you, if you go through the videos, the assignments and the quizzes are very simple. Only thing is that you have to complete it. But the assignment and quizzes are intelligently designed so that you have to go through the video lectures and the content that is available there. Then only you will be able to do it. But it is, mind you, it is very easy, and you can do it very easily. So completing the course is not a problem, and if you complete this course, you will be able to develop your own online course content using Canvas. So this is divided into 5 modules like this, and certain specific days are given. So you have to complete a particular module within a particular time slot that is given to you, and then only the next module will open. So it is a sequential nature. So the module 2 for you will not open until and unless module 1 is completed. So 5 mandatory modules are there, 1 optional module is there. So that's it, and I hope you will have a wonderful time attending this course. At the end, I will take your feedback, how you have liked and how I can improve this course. Thank you.